The water rippled though the air was still. A glow rose from beneath the surface. And then she appeared. A woman, half shimmering skin, half silver scales. Her hair flowed like waves, her eyes deep as the sea.
Why do you weep, daughter of Earth?
I staggered back, certain I was hallucinating. Who are you?
A guardian of these waters. You called and I came. Your grief poured into the river like blood. I could not ignore it.
I poured my heart out to her. Every cruelty, every betrayal. She listened, eyes glinting like pearls.
Make a wish, Clara. Make 3. And if your soul is pure in pain, I will grant them.
I thought I was losing my mind, but I wished. I wished my husband and his mother would suffer every ounce of cruelty they poured into me. I wished to be healed, not for them, but for me, to live. And I wish that the world would see them for who they truly are. My name is Clara Johnson, and I work as a pediatric nurse. I've always loved children, helping them, healing them, watching them smile even when they're sick. Ironically, life didn't bless me with any of my own. That was the wound that cracked my marriage in half. I met Daniel when I was 31. He was 2 years younger than me, handsome, funny, and at first, devoted. He'd come to the hospital just to bring me coffee when I worked double shifts. He said I was the strongest woman he had ever met. I believed him. I believed everything. We married after a year. For a while, it was perfect. But when we couldn't have children, everything changed.
A barren woman is no wife. A family without children is like a tree without roots.
She said that in front of the whole family one Sunday dinner. I remember sitting there, my hands trembling, the roast chicken turning to ash in my mouth. Daniel didn't defend me, not even once. At first, he'd squeeze my hand under the table, silent, but later he began to echo her cruelty.
What's the point of being married if there's no future, Clara? What kind of woman can't even give her husband a child?
Each word chipped away at me. I was a nurse. I helped babies into the world every day, but I couldn't bring one into my own house. Then his mother moved in. She said she was too old to live alone, but I knew the real reason: to tighten her grip on Daniel and to destroy me from the inside out.
Now I'll get to see what kind of wife you are, Clara. A real woman wakes up before her husband, cooks, cleans, and most importantly, bears children. You just wear that uniform and play nurse.
She has a point. Clara, you're more married to that hospital than to me.
I work those hours for us, Daniel, to keep this house running.
For us, please. A woman's place is in her home, and since you can't even give me grandchildren, you could at least learn how to cook. Your soup usually tastes like poison.
Later that evening at work, one of the nurses pulled me aside.
Clara, your mother-in-law called again. She said you've been acting unstable, that you're on medication. Is that true?
I felt my stomach twist. She had started spreading lies about me, trying to make me look unfit so I'd lose my job. The humiliation never ended.
Daniel, look at her hair. No wonder you don't want to touch her. She looks like a dried-up rag.
Don't be too harsh, Mother. She tries, but she's not 25 anymore. What did I expect? Marrying someone older?
I wanted to vanish into the floor. Another time, she followed me to the hospital.
You trust this woman with children? She's barren, cursed. If she can't keep a baby in her own womb, how can she care for anyone else's?
Mrs. Johnson, please, that's highly inappropriate.
Inappropriate? You'll see. One day she'll hurt someone here, I'm warning you.
I ran into the bathroom and cried until my shift ended. The cruelest moment came when she cornered me in the kitchen.
Clara, divorce my son. You're wasting his life. He deserves a young woman who can give him children. If you love him at all, you'll leave.
No, I won't leave my marriage because of your bitterness.
Then I'll make you wish you had. Mark my words.
It wasn't long after that she drugged me. She handed me tea, and soon after, my vision blurred, my hands shook uncontrollably. At the hospital, tests showed drugs in my system. I swore I hadn't taken anything, but whispers spread. Nurse Clara on drugs. I could see the suspicion in my colleagues' eyes. Daniel used it against me.
Maybe rehab will fix you, and if not, at least I'll be free.
I wanted to die. Then came the cancer diagnosis. Stage 2. The doctor spoke gently, but when the words hit Daniel's ears, his face lit up. Not with grief, but with something vile, something close to relief.
This is it. God has answered us. She'll be gone soon. I'll remarry. You'll have your grandkids.
My knees buckled. My husband, the man I loved, was happy that I might die. I left the hospital that night, walked to the river near our town, and sobbed until my throat burned. I shouted at the water, cursed God, cursed Daniel, cursed his mother. And then something happened. The water rippled though the air was still. A glow rose from beneath the surface. And then she appeared. A woman, half shimmering skin, half silver scales. Her hair flowed like waves, her eyes deep as the sea.
Why do you weep, daughter of Earth?
I staggered back, certain I was hallucinating. Who are you?
A guardian of these waters. You called and I came. Your grief poured into the river like blood. I could not ignore it.
I poured my heart out to her. Every cruelty, every betrayal. She listened, eyes glinting like pearls.
Make a wish, Clara. Make 3. And if your soul is pure in pain, I will grant them.
I thought I was losing my mind, but I wished. I wished my husband and his mother would suffer every ounce of cruelty they poured into me. I wished to be healed, not for them, but for me, to live. And I wish that the world would see them for who they truly are. The river shimmered. She touched my forehead with a cool, webbed hand.
So it shall be.
The next morning, I woke in my own bed. Strong. No nausea, no weakness. At the hospital, my tests came back. No trace of cancer. My doctor was baffled.
Clara, I don't understand. It's gone. Completely gone.
I smiled. I understood. That's when the revenge began. It started small. Daniel's business contracts fell apart. His mother's friends began gossiping about how she forced me to drink drugs, about how she mocked me. Someone leaked security footage of her slipping powder into my tea.
Look, that old witch poisoned her own daughter-in-law, and they called her Baron? Monsters.
The internet exploded. Strangers flooded their social media with curses. Then Daniel developed a rash. A burning, spreading rash that no doctor could cure. He scratched until his skin bled.
It itches. It never stops. What's happening to me, Clara?
Maybe it's just in your blood. Rotten things fester, don't they? His mother lost her memory. She wandered into town barefoot, shouting at people who didn't exist.
Where are my grandchildren? Where's Daniel's new wife? She promised me children.
People laughed. Others pitied her. But the dignity she once lorded over me was gone. Meanwhile, I thrived. My hospital promoted me. I poured myself into helping sick children, and parents adored me. Reporters came to tell my miracle recovery story. I never mentioned the mermaid. But Daniel wasn't done with me. One night, he stormed into the house wild-eyed, skin raw from scratching.
Clara, please, you have to help me. I was wrong. I should never have...
You wanted me dead, Daniel. You prayed for it. And now you beg me for help? No?
Please, I'm your husband.
No, you were my executioner, and now you're your own. He collapsed on the floor, sobbing. I walked away. Weeks later, he was arrested for fraud. Investigations revealed he had stolen funds from his company to cover gambling debts. His mother was placed in a care home, forgotten by her gossiping friends. And me? I lived. I healed. I thrived. One night, I returned to the river. The water glowed faintly.
Are you satisfied, daughter of Earth?
Yes. But I've learned something. Revenge doesn't heal you. It just balances the scales. Healing comes from choosing yourself. She nodded and sank back beneath the water. Years passed. I never remarried. Instead, I adopted a little girl, Sophie. She filled my house with laughter. My patients adored her when she visited the hospital. My life became whole, not through Daniel, not through children of my own blood, but through love freely given. Sometimes people ask me if I regret making those wishes. I don't. I gave my pain to the river, and it gave me justice. But here's the twist you didn't expect. A month ago, Daniel's lawyer called me. Daniel had written me into his will. He died broke, alone, but every debt he left behind. He signed them under his mother's name. She's penniless, trapped in a care home, and her only inheritance is suffering. Even in death, he betrayed her. Poetic, isn't it? And here I am, telling you my story. If you've stuck with me until the end, you probably think I'm making it all up. That mermaids don't exist, that karma doesn't strike that perfectly. But tell me, doesn't the world feel a little better knowing sometimes, just sometimes, evil people do get exactly what they deserve? Anyway, that's enough tears and curses for one night. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hey, if you ever cry by a river, you never know who's listening.